everyone, my name is Anna and welcome to Cactus Caffeine, where I share with you my passion for growing cactus and other desert plants over a cup of coffee. So it is fall, and yes, I still have all my plants outside. It is the middle of November, and fortunately, our fall weather is lasting this time. So it's warmer than usual, and I am so happy. Normally, at this time of the year, I would have all my cactus or my plants inside my greenhouse, but I will show you our temperature for this week. It is still warm. I feel like I live in Southern California or somewhere like San Diego at this time, because that is our weather right now. I love it, so I'm taking advantage of it. I am still delaying moving my plants inside the greenhouse. But for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do preparations already for the moving. So I won't be moving yet, but I will be doing a cleanup of my greenhouse. So whenever my plants are outside, my greenhouse is just a storage storage space, or it becomes a shed. So as you can see, it is all cluttered there. So that's the reality. I am fortunate that our winter, although it is cold, it doesn't last very long, unlike in other countries or in other states in the US. So I would have my plants in my greenhouse only between, I would say, November to about late February, and then I move it out again. So most part of the year, or most months of the year, my plants are outside. So for today, I'm going to discuss a little about my greenhouse here. So some of you are asking about this greenhouse that I have. I used to have a greenhouse that was the plastic or the green type, but that didn't last because here in the desert, or where I live at, we have very high winds all throughout the year. So every now and then we would get high winds. And my first greenhouse, which was just the green plastic, it got blown away. Even though I had weights hanging on it, I had soil, dirt, sandbags weighing it down, still the wind ripped it and it blew away. So it didn't even last a year with me. So after that, I decided to buy this greenhouse. So I've had this greenhouse, when was that? I would say 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years now, and it's still doing okay. It still looks brand new. I mean, if I clean it up, it still looks brand new. So this greenhouse is a Palram brand. I will flash the brand on the screen. This greenhouse measures 6 feet by 4 feet, and the height is 7 feet. But as you can see, the roof is at an angle, so 7 feet is this highest point here, but it slopes in here. So this one, the shortest portion is about 4 feet. So if you are a tall person, like a 6-footer person, you would have a hard time moving inside this greenhouse because of this slope right here. But since I'm a petite lady, I have no problem, walking in and out of that greenhouse. But if you're taller, like 6 feet tall, then you would need a higher greenhouse. I ordered this greenhouse online, and I think I paid like $500 or $600 for it. But actually, if you look online now, greenhouse prices have gone down. This is actually cheaper now, and there's more different types of greenhouses available online. You can even order this in different colors, so it is actually cheaper now. But anyway, so this one I ordered it online. Because my first greenhouse was blown by the wind, I made sure this one can withstand our high winds here. So this one is rated for 50 miles per hour wind gusts, so it should be able to withstand 50 miles per hour wind gusts. But for my peace of mind, I added weights. So as you can see there, I added a weight. I just hanged it on the gutter. So it has a gutter there, and I hanged it there. That weight is 7.5 pounds. I also have another one on the other side there, so it's weighted on both sides. At least that gives me a peace of mind that it would weigh it down some more, just in case our wind is stronger than 50 miles per hour. I remember this has an option of you screwing it to the ground or bolting it permanently to the ground, but I did not do that because I have pavers in here and I did not want to drill holes in my pavers. So this is the solution that I came up with. I just hang more weights to weigh it down some more. Anyway, enough of my babble and let me get started with the cleaning up of this greenhouse. As I clean up, I will be talking more about my setup in the winter and more about this greenhouse as well. So here is what I am dealing with right now. Oh my goodness. So it's just mixed up of all my gardening stuff and my husband's tools in here. Finally cleared up everything inside the greenhouse. The next step to do now is clean up the greenhouse. Good morning again, everyone. It has been 2 days since I started working on cleaning up my greenhouse. I had to take a couple of days break because I had to go to work. But so far, this is what I've done. So I've cleaned up all the clutter here inside the greenhouse. I just need to do some cleaning up here and inspecting of how things are inside this greenhouse. This bubble wrap, I installed this just last year, and looking at it, I could feel that there is still air inside the bubbles, so I think I could still make use of this one more year. I will not change the bubble wrapping anymore this year. I might have to change a few panels that came off or that had some rip on them, but otherwise most of the bubble wrap will stay the same. However, the flooring here, I need to do some adjustments. So for the floor, I used this rubber mat as an insulation, and then underneath it, I have also a foil and a thin foam insulation. So this one is being used to insulate garages, but this one that I have is the thinnest one. You can buy this in a thicker width, but I just used whatever spare we had in our garage. So this was a spare in one of my husband's projects, so I made use of this. It's not thick enough, so I added a foam, a rubber mat here. But as you can see, I've had this for I think 2 years now, and it is falling apart. See, so it needs to be changed, so I'll have to find a new rubber mat for the floor. But otherwise, I think that's all I need to do here inside is just fix the floor and clean up. If you live in a cold place and you have a greenhouse, the use of bubble wrap is very convenient. It will save you a lot on energy cost in terms of heating up your greenhouse. The first year that I used this greenhouse, I did not use any bubble wrap. So this is the panel that came in. It's a polycarbonate plastic. It is very strong, very sturdy, but it is thin as well, so it doesn't insulate the greenhouse very well. And the first year that I did not use any bubble wrap, I noticed that the heat inside my greenhouse doesn't stay for long. So once my heater turns off, the temperature drops drastically very fast. And then I noticed upon watching the videos of Lynn of Desert Plants of Avalon, I noticed her greenhouse had a bubble wrap around it. And so I discovered that was what I was missing in this greenhouse. Ever since I started using this bubble wrap, I did not have to turn my heater on as often as I did before, or as long as I did before. So it saved me a lot on energy costs. And if you're wondering if it matters if you use the small bubbles or the big bubbles, honestly, I do not know the answer as well. I haven't tried the big bubbles ever since I've been using this one. But if you do know if there is a difference Please let me know as well in the comment section below this video. New rubber mat installed, so all I need to do now is to give this a good spray of water and soap inside, and I will do the outside later because I still have my racks and my plants against this greenhouse outside. So once I move those racks inside, that's when I will give the outside a good spray as well. Okay, one day after now, I am all done. So let me just show you guys how it looks inside. I gave the inside of this greenhouse a good wash. So now it is almost completely dry. So this is how it looks inside. I reinforced the bubble wrap and changed those that were torn. And then I also installed new rubber mat here. I have a rack here on standby, but I will move 2 more racks here inside. That is my heater. I will talk about heating up this greenhouse in my next video when I move in the plants as well. And I have my sensor for my thermometer in there. So I think I'm all set. My plants are ready to move here now. Okay, so everything that I used for this greenhouse, I will link them at the bottom of this video just in case you're interested, if I can find them online. And watch out for my next video. I'm sure pretty soon I'll be moving in my plants because the nights are getting colder now. Some nights will be dropping into the 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So in the next few days, I will definitely be moving in some of my plants in this greenhouse. Alright, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you like cactus and other desert plants. And my coffee is all gone now, so I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye everyone, and cheers!